Adrienne Slaughter was awarded Volunteer of the Year from the American Cancer Society and Speaker of the Year from United Way when she was just 17 years old. She is the 2015 American Cancer Society Hero and Voice of Hope, and she has an uplifting website. If you want to go check it out, it's www.adrienneslaughter.com. Check it out. It's pretty good. I've looked at it. As she speaks with a smile, let's give a warm welcome to Adrienne Slaughter.
Thank you, Greg. That website, by the way, is actually adriennespeaking.com. But you may find it if you Google my name, but it's very uplifting with a lot of smiles. Well, good morning, Bellflower. Good morning. I'd like to ask you all to please join me, find a free hand, and let's together give a thumbs up. If you've got 2 free hands, give 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Let's give thumbs up in the positive memory of those who've lost that battle against cancer. Positive memory. Let's also give a thumbs up in support of those who are fighting it today, right now. They need our support. And then let's thirdly give a thumbs up to celebrate the survivors. And I know there are a lot of you out there. Thumbs up in celebration today. I'd like to share a story with you about a 14-year-old I know. She was a tournament tennis player, ranked in her state, predicted to be top 10 in the South, and turned professional on the tennis court in just a few years. She played in her first junior varsity tennis match, and her right knee began to hurt for no reason. 2 days later, her knee hurt again in a tennis match for no reason. And then the next day, Thursday, that 14-year-old girl's knee hurt to walk up and down stairs at school. So that pain was increasing for no reason. Her mother called a local doctor, who at the time was orthopedic surgeon for the Atlanta Falcons. He had a 30-day wait, and he squeezed that 14-year-old and her mother into his busy schedule the next day on Friday. Dr. Funk looked at that 14-year-old girl's knee and noticed a lump. He asked her about the details and why her knee hurt, if she had fallen, if there was any reason possibly it could be hurting, and she responded no. And so he asked her to stay off her knee that weekend and to come back and see him on Monday. So that 14-year-old and her mother returned to the hospital on Monday to see Dr. Funk. She undergoes a bone scan, spends the night Monday night, and Tuesday morning is given a biopsy. And then Wednesday night, that 14-year-old girl is still in the hospital. Well, she went into the hospital Monday morning expecting to get a pill, get a shot, something pretty easy, and then return home and get back on that tennis court. But she was still in the hospital Wednesday night. Well, her parents went in to have a meeting with Dr. Funk and were told that that 14-year-old girl had osteogenic sarcoma, which is childhood bone cancer. Well, they were very fortunate because at that time, living in Atlanta, Georgia, the best cancer clinic with the best cure rate was in Gainesville, Florida, which isn't very far. So Thursday morning, the 14-year-old girl and her parents are driving down to Gainesville, Florida to meet with the head surgeon. They meet on Friday, and he's very blunt and tells her she has bone cancer. She may have a choice of surgery, and if she does, they highly suggested amputation. But if that cancerous tumor was just in the knee and had not spread, she could have a human knee transplant, artificial knee transplant, or a new surgery where they would place a rod from mid-thigh to mid-shin. Well, There were some angels looking over that 14-year-old because that cancer was just in the knee, so she had a choice of surgery. Well, that was on a Friday afternoon, and she went into surgery Monday morning. This Monday morning was 2 weeks after the first pain in her knee, only 14 days. And when she entered surgery, the doctors discovered that that tumor had spread 6 inches over the weekend. From Friday afternoon to Monday morning, 6 inches. But a positive, it spread down her leg, not up. Well, because of that, the doctors had to amputate her right leg. Well, Greg, I understand that 14-year-old is here today with us. Let's see. Oh, golly, Pete. That 14-year-old girl is actually standing right here. She had 1% chance of living, and today is 100% cancer-free. So that's worth a thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cancer is an awful word, but there are so many positives you can find, even when it's in the sentence, in the subject. We just need to open our eyes and look. 1 week after my surgery, I celebrated my 15th birthday, and most people respond, "Ah, that must have been awful." Well, it was and will always be the very best birthday I've ever had. My boyfriend, another guy friend, one of my sisters came down from Atlanta. My parents' best friends, the Reverend and his wife from our church came down from Atlanta to Gainesville, Florida. And then I also received 3 birthday cakes. Well, one of those birthday cakes was from a very cute fraternity at the University of Florida. And when I say cute, they were cute back then. But I look back at that day and I see those 3 boys, they were hot. They were hot. So there were lots of positives I was blessed with. Faith, family, friends. But I knew there were going to be some tough changes ahead. I was going to be undergoing chemotherapy. I was going to get sick. I was going to lose my hair. But I knew that chemotherapy was going to help me live longer. And then I was going to undergo radiation therapy to my lungs to help kill any cells that had metastasized from that bone tumor, because that's where they go, from the osteogenic sarcoma. But again, I knew that radiation was going to help me live longer. And then the third big change up ahead was learning how to walk on an artificial leg. It was going to be tough trusting this foreign object there, putting my weight on it. But you know what? As soon as I learned how to walk again on a prosthesis for the first time, I'd be back on that tennis court too. So that kept my eyes bright and my smile bright. Well, in 2009, I went in to have my first mammogram. Guess what? Breast cancer. But positives again, and there were so many. It was in stage 0, which is the earliest stage. They found it only in my right breast. The reason I got that breast cancer was because of the radiation therapy to my lungs that helped save my life from the bone cancer. So that's not a bad trade-off at all. And then a big positive. The pathologist in surgery found cancer in my left breast that had not been discovered. Well, I had chosen from the get-go to have a double mastectomy. So because I had both breasts removed, both cancers were also removed. So I again was 100% cancer-free. Well, I underwent physical therapy after the breast cancer, and it reminded me of how important a healthy lifestyle and staying active is. So I continued to play tennis, I rock climb, I snorkel, I ski. I was even invited to ski in the Paralympics in Salt Lake City. I even danced in the Rio de Janeiro Carnival in Brazil. So we can do anything we put our mind to. Artificial leg, 2 legs, makes no difference. The mind is a powerful and very positive thing. Well, let's remember today with an acronym. The word celebrate. The first letter C, that stands for cure, which we all here want to happen. That second letter, E, stands for early detection. So important, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. L stands for life. The second E in celebrate stands for everyone. So unfortunately, everyone is affected by cancer in some way or another. B, that stands for brave. If you get cancer, do your darndest, try to be brave. If you have a friend or know of someone who gets cancer, be brave for them. They need you. And then R, that stands for remember to smile. And A stands for attitude. Positive attitude is so important and so worthwhile. And then the T stands for thankful. Let's all be thankful for everything we're born and blessed with. And then the last E in the word celebrate, that stands for early detection again. Every year, get your physicals, get your pap smears, get your mammograms, get your prostate exams, men. I mean, everyone, get yourself checked. Early detection means so much, and it's a reason I'm standing here right now. So I'd like to ask you to join me once more with the thumbs up. If you still have a free hand or two. And this thumbs up is for you. You out there in the audience, you here on stage, and the American Cancer Society, Bridget. All of you. And it's because of the support you're giving this weekend here in Bellflower that so much money is being raised, that we're going to get one step closer to a cure, that there will be more survivors, that there will be more Adriennes. So big thumbs up to all of you. And remember, as I said, there are so many positives. Check it out. I only have to shave one leg. Gotcha. Thank you so much. Big thumbs up to you all.